Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I thought I'd share with you some of my old Magic cards from about a decade ago when I still played the game. Now, this is far from all of the cards that I own. There is another box somewhere with far more than what's in here, but I thought it might be fun just to take these out admire some of the artwork together. So let me just grab a pile of them and we'll just work our way through what we have. Now, I don't know everything that's in here. I think it's mostly 2014 base and like some Return to Ravnica stuff, but if any of you are more familiar with Magic the Gathering and would be willing to let me know down in the comments if any of this is interesting, but I won't go into too much detail. We're just here to look at the arc. So this is Daring Skyjack, Human Knight. Next we have Centaur's Herald. This is an Elf Scout. Next we have Brindle Boar. That's a very cool looking card right there. Next we have Liturgy of Blood. Then we have a forest and a swamp. Next we have Quag Sickness. That's very neat. Oh my goodness. Stay together, please. Thank you. Forest. Hunt the Weak. Righteous Charge. An Island. Briarpack Alpha. Axe Bane Stag. This is a card that I really liked. I didn't use it much in my decks, but I just thought the artwork was very nice. Concordia Pegasus. Shock. Crawl Warrior. Forest. Another forest. Death's Approach. That's a very cool looking piece of art there. Our first Plains. I never used Plains much. I was mostly a green and black and red user. Paralyzing Grasp. Some tentacles coming out of the wall there. Very nice. Chandra's Outrage. Epiphany Storm. Swamp. Fury Blade Vampire. Olivia's Dragoon. Warden of Evos Isle. Or Evos Isle, maybe. That's sick. Look at that. That is really cool. I didn't even know I had that, to be honest with you. Cemetery Recruitment. Ironclad Slayer. Contingency Plan. Thermo Alchemist. Fiend Binder. That kind of looks like a Bloodborne character there. Reganth Firecat. This is, I remember very distinctly, this was the first card I ever got out of a pack, the first one I opened, so remember that very distinctly. Mind Rot. Another mountain. Gutter Snipe. Furious Resistance. Tower Defense. This one I used a lot in my decks. Accursed Spirit. Slum Reaper. That almost looks like a xenomorph. I wonder if that's the inspiration. Another Epiphany Storm. A swamp. A forest. Riot Piker. Another swamp. Another swamp. Another swamp. Another swamp. Servant of Timurit, something like that. Doomblade. I have a foil of this somewhere. I don't know where it ever ended up, but I do have a foil version of that card. Keymaster Rogue. Golgari Longlegs. Okay, so that's the first pack. I say pack, but you know what I mean. Just the first chunk of cards. This is the next one. Starting with Arc Weaver. Nice little spider card. Corpse Hauler. I think we had one of those earlier. Unravel the Aether, or Ether. I think it's pronounced Aether, but I know that's quite a debate on how to pronounce that word. Show of Valor. Blessing. Festering Newt. Seek the Horizon. Forest. Skarg Goliath. These giant, beefy green cards were always some of my favorites. Just these big hulking monsters. Nightwing Shade. That's very cool. Sounds like someone might be mowing the lawn outside. Oath of the Ancient Wood. That looks very cool. Axebane Stag. I think we had one of those earlier as well. Pitchburn Devils. Stab Wound. Verdant Haven. Duress. I believe that card is very old. At least the original version of that card, I think, goes all the way back to the base game from way back when. Liturgy of Blood. Prey Upon. Cultist's Staff. Shadow Slice. That looks sick. I really like the blues in that one. Forest. Giant Growth. I use that a lot as well in my decks. Necro Bite. Gutter Skulk. Drainpipe Vermin. I believe that's what they called the rat from Ratatouille. Swamp. Four swamps in a row again. That's got to be a sign of some kind. Okay. New Prov Guildmage. Cremate. That looks pretty cool. Inaction Injunction. Frost Breath. I think that's a spell in League of Legends. Mountain. Inspiration, that looks pretty nice. trained Carcar or Caracol. I don't quite know how to pronounce that. Another Riganth Firecat Island. Another Riganth Firecat. Justice. Thrashing Moss Dog. Mountain. Another Drainpipe Vermin. A mountain. An island. Here's a foil stab wound. You can see it's nice and shiny. Island, island, void wielder, and a mountain. That is the second set of cards. Grab another chunk here. Okay. Starting off strong, we have an island, Seismic Stomp, another Frost Breath, Cyclops Tyrant. I loved this card. I never used it, but I just think that is some of the coolest art. Giant Cyclops, Advance of the Beast, Slaughterhorn, another one I really liked, Subjugator Angel, Crop Sigil, a Spider Token, Slime Molding, Druid's Deliverance, Primal Druid, Archaeomage, Tome Scour, Mountain, Skull Rend, Swamp, Forest, Death Gaze Cockatrice, that's a very cool one, Fate Unraveler, Forest, 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 Child of Night, Elvish Mystic, Forest, Trollhide, Swamp, Ring Flesh, Corrupt, Deadly Recluse, Growing Ranks, Swordwise Centaur, Batterhorn, Leave Sky Knight, Mind Eye Drake, Island, Mountain. Okay. Looks like we got about 2 more handfuls here. Alright. Another Archaeomage, Messenger Drake, Island, Mountain, Totally Lost. This is another one that I think the original card came out a very, very long time ago. And this is just a reprint of that card. Mountain, Archaeomage again, Goblin Shortcutter, Mountain, another Elvish Mystic, Swamp, another Doomblade, Forest, Swamp, Satyr Wayfinder. I've always loved the art in the Magic the Gathering cards. I think it really has this wild fantasy look to it that I just adore. Daggerdrome Imp. And I might get back into collecting the cards. I don't think I'll ever get back into the game itself. I think I've kind of grown out of it, but we'll see. Forest, Deepwater Hypnotist, Hive Stirrings, Corpse Hauler, Mountain, Homing Lightning, Shock, Logging. Hands of Binding. I'm seeing a lot of sorceries in here. This might be where I kept them. Drudge Beetle. Urban Burgeoning. And a Forest. Okay. Last little grouping here of cards. Centaur's Herald. Swamp. Island. That's a very cozy looking island. Scab Clan Charger. Disperse. Mountain. Hold at Bay. Woodborne Behemoth. These are the cards, like I was saying earlier, these giant monstrosities on the green side. These are the cards I love. So that's very nice. Spore Mount. Transguild Promenade. Plains. Swamp. Another Duress. Forest. Island. Canyon Minotaur. That's very cool. What is this? Kragma Butcher. Minotaur card. Void Wielder. Flames of the Firebrand. Sigarda's Aid. Grizzled Angler. This is a... I have no idea what this is, actually. So, there's that. Aerial Predation. Swamp. Simic Guildgate. Another Woodborne Behemoth. Forest. Rust Scarab. Culling Mark. Another Forest. Another Plains. Another Forest. A Plains. Howl of the Night Pack. That's a very cool name. Pacifism. I have a couple of these. I don't think they're all in here, but I have quite a few pacifisms. Brindlebore. And the final card, Gorgon's Head. I think that's one of the only artifacts we've seen in this section, but like I said, this is not everything that I own. If I do find my other pack or box or case of cards and you would like to see more of them, please let me know in the comments below. I thank you very much for watching. I hope to speak with you all again soon, and goodbye for now.